So here's an update to the video I covered a couple days ago, which is titled, Girlfriend's Loyalty Test Backfires as Now She's the One Getting Dumped. And guys, real quick recap here. That's about the guy who's now dumping his girlfriend after she, like the title said, pulled this giant loyalty test on him. They've been dating 6 months, I think, maybe 8 months actually. Things seem to be going really well, all that. But then she started getting really insecure about a friend of hers, or so-called friend. She thought the guy liked her. She was always asking questions about her. All this unnecessary high school drama. And finally got to the point that this guy, one day he gets a text out of the blue from her friend, basically putting the moves on him, hitting on him, all that, and he blocks her and tells his girlfriend and finds out that actually it was her. That she was behind the whole thing, they were working together to test his loyalty, but now everything's okay, and now he's done with her because realizing she's nuts, and she's never going to stop. And I applauded that because, yes, deeply insecure women don't stop. And every girl comes across, whether it's her friend or a girl he works with or somebody, there's going to be drama. Well, here we are with an update here, and you're going to see that this guy actually was considering giving her a second chance because he was really focusing on the good, but then she does something to really prove she ain't just insecure, she's crazy. And by the way, a shout out to all you guys that told me about this update. He says here, well, a lot of you have been asking for an update, so here's what happened the past few days. I read most of the comments, and a lot of people were telling me to drop her, ghost her. Some of you even told me to F Sadie. To be truthful, I was not planning on doing either of those type of things. Well, that would have been kind of funny if he banged Sadie. Well, some of you were calling me spineless and saying I had no self-respect. But Becca has so many redeeming qualities, despite the stupid test. I thought she was one of the kindest, smartest, most beautiful, driven people I knew. And even though we've been only dating for 6 months, she'd been there for me in ways none of my previous partners have been. That's great and all, but if she's deeply insecure and pulling BS tests on you, that doesn't matter, all those things. That's why people were giving him a hard time. If there were other red flags, I would have just ended it, but there were none until yesterday. See? He's thinking about getting her a second chance. After a couple days of minimal communication, Becca asked if we could meet up and talk. I thought about how best to say I understood her anxiety, but that her behavior was not acceptable, but I would not be having to say anything because she apologized to me. Well, they always apologize. I'm so sorry, and the waterworks and all that, but pay attention to her actions, not her words. She told me a lot of things about herself, and that she knew what she did was wrong, but also hoped I'd understand why she acted that way. It was the first time she'd gotten candid with me about this. For her privacy, I won't go into detail, but let's just say she's been through a lot, and that more than explains her behavior. Well, they always come up with a story and been through a lot, And here's the thing. Sure, some people have been through a lot, and that's not their fault, especially childhood things and, But she's an adult now, and no excuse. And by the way, I know how this is going to end, so there's no excuse for what's coming next. Well, she even showed me that she had booked an appointment with a therapist. Is this therapist real? Well, I was all ready to put the past behind us, but she let it slip that the account that DM'd me was not actually Sadie, but a bot account she made to impersonate Sadie, and that Sadie had no idea those DMs were sent. In other words, some AI, chatbot, whatever the hell it is. I'm a little behind on the technology, but I think you guys get the point. She didn't even have her friend involved. She created this whole thing to bombard him with the texts and all that. That's beyond being insecure and low and scheming and shady. That is like a little out there. Yeah, goodbye. Check, please. This was so appalling to me that I ended things with her right on the spot. Thank God. You should have done it the first time. I mean, it sounded like you did it the first time. I can handle anxiety and other mental issues, but to impersonate someone online is something I cannot move past. Well, Becca tried calling me and texted me a couple times afterwards, but she stopped. Even though her delusion, I think she knows it's over. Generally, I wish the best for her. She has some great qualities, but she is seriously messed up in so many ways. I hope she gets the help that she needs, but I can't help her anymore. End of story. Maybe now is the time to go bang Sadie or something like that. Yeah, this chick's got issues here, and maybe she's got some genuine mental health issues. Okay, there are people out there that have genuine ones. It doesn't mean it's his job to fix her. She's got to fix herself. Get a therapist. Maybe he might say she generally needs some medication, some crazy pills, but that's not on him. So clearly you're going to see this is why it's good to get to know your girl a bit. Guys that rush to get married after 6 months or a year, it can take time for a girl's personality to come out. Sometimes even after years you don't always know, but it's usually a good idea to spend time with them for a while. It's not always foolproof, but after a while usually you'll start to see who she is. Now here's the second part of the story, guys. The whole comment section, there was the comment section from his previous story, and there's comments to this update here. And based on this update, to no surprise, there are a lot of women chiming in, giving him a hard time, because he should be there trying to fix her and be there for her in spite of all this bullshit she's pulling and games and insecurity and now the whole chatbot thing. And it goes to show you guys, don't take advice from women. I'm going to read some of these, and what's cool is you get a lot of guys countering on them, basically telling them they're out of their fucking mind. One chick says here, that's kind of sad. It's difficult to trust guys, with all the social media and the shit they do, and how women are treated by men like objects rather than people. Hello, women treat themselves like objects nowadays. The whole I'm being objectified. Young gals really objectify themselves. What is this broad talking about here? I don't know why you broke up with her when she was merely trying to find out if you're loyal to her, like she said. Right here. If this chick doesn't understand why you broke up with her based on that, then she there's no way I can explain it to her. See? Why should she want to drag anybody else into it? She was better of keeping it to herself rather than getting her friend involved, especially one known for stealing boyfriends. Her actions may seem a little off to you, but you don't have to deal with the crap that guys do. Or the crap with guys that we do. You know how much crap guys deal with women? And hence what he was dealing with? Most women aren't oogling over other men, following them online, downloading and doing things, pleasuring themselves to their images. Women don't want to be the girlfriend of the guy who's just settling for whoever they can get. They want to be the girl you actually want to be with. Give the girl a break. See here? I'm not going to try to explain because this chick and girls like her don't get it. But you all get it, and how this goes to show you. See, she doesn't get it. In her mind, the loyalty test was A-okay. No problem there. And the other thing. Another girl says here, how can you not know why he broke up with her? She did a stupid test because of her own insecurities. Excuse me. This is a guy responding to that chick. The guy says, how can you not know why he broke up with her? She did a stupid test because of her own insecurities. If the roles were swapped, you wouldn't be saying, I don't know why she broke up with him. You'd be congratulating her. The girl does not deserve a break. You don't do loyalty tests. Doing a loyalty test just shows you don't trust your partner at all. And if you can't trust your partner, then you shouldn't be in a relationship until you deal with your own insecurities. End of story. Thank you. So maybe, hopefully, she'll go to a therapist and get some help. The world will be a better place. Here's another. This is from another woman. Says here, nope, don't go blaming him. I'm a woman too, and hell no. She catfished as her friend. That's horrible. She needs to work on her issues before getting into a relationship. No one should be subjected to those levels of crazy. Also, loyalty tests are never okay. Be an adult and talk your feelings out with your significant other. So that's a woman defending what he did. So that's good. Another one. This is from another woman. She says, sounds like she would have been a good person to be with. To be honest, you don't understand the complexities of this and why this was weird and wild but good. Just means you're too vanilla to be with a girl like that, and she deserves better than you. Good job for leaving someone in their time of need, jerk. So another chick that doesn't get it or doesn't care, and it's all about the girls. And last one, this is from a woman defending this guy, what he did. This is longer, so this is good. So you got women that are acting like he's the supervillain here, and you got women that are defending him. This woman says, and we're going to end this on a high note, she says, as a woman who's the same age as Becca, if I ever did this to someone, or if someone ever did this to me, it'd be instant breakup, full stop. You gave her no reason to believe you do something like that. In fact, you gave her more reasons that were probably warranted that you wouldn't do something like that. And her insecurity spoke louder than you did. People are allowed to be insecure. It's natural, and it's something that happens to all of us. But people are also allowed to want to be with someone who is secure enough not to play childish, middle school-esque games with other adults looking for serious relationships. Her inability to cut off Sadie despite knowing she's problematic, combined with the weird fixation she has with her, shows a myriad of issues that will become your issues as well if you didn't nip this in the bud and separate yourself from it. Ding, ding, ding. I was in a relationship with someone who constantly made his insecurity my problem, and after 6 months, I had to end it as well. As an adult, did not want to give him an ultimatum or force him to change who he was overnight, because I would never tolerate someone asking that of me, and that's what I told him. It sounds like you guys are simply incompatible. Hope it all goes well with you. Sounds like this is a headache. There you go. So you got girls on his side, and you got girls against him. That's just how it is. So anyhow, he made the right move, but you notice he was really thinking about... Once he cooled off from that whole loyalty test, he started focusing on, well, she's fun and she's cool and she was with me and she's pretty, but then she blew it. She opened her mouth, spoiled what was really going on, and it goes beyond insecurity. So he made the right choice. So guys, if your girlfriend behaves like this, I hope you handle it right.